收睇暢所欲言。
Hello，我係 Alison。
Hi，我係 Kelvin。
我哋今日嘅特別嘉賓係
Scott Leithead from Canada. Woo! Thank you,
Good
Scott.
to see you. How are
Nice to be
you?
here. I'm very happy. I'm good. A little tired, but really good.
I love that when you're tired, you still have high energy, which is kind of like a signature these days.
Yes, we've been going for 3 weeks. It's been great.
It's fantastic.
All right, that's the question. Why are you tired?
Oh, there's been so many amazing parts to this festival, and our emotions have been high the whole time. We had a really great concert last night, and so now everything is coming to the last part, and so, you know, it's natural to be a little tired after a major project like this.
Right.
But in a good way. Good feeling.
As a seasoned attendee, organizer, just basically you're very much in the know of what it takes to organize a festival like this. How would you rate this one that you
Okay,
were here
I'm
in
gonna cover
Hong
my
Kong?
ears now.
Yes, I do have the great opportunity of running a number of choral festivals in Canada, but I must say that this one is unlike any festival I've ever attended, and I was amazed by so many aspects of the administrative side of this. There's many things that are cutting edge that this festival is doing, from incorporating a lot of the media, the social media, even the electronic adjudications that we write in time as they are singing, and they go to a database.
Right.
And there's just so many things that are way ahead of what I've seen at other festivals. So it was very inspiring. The theme songs, the mass choir pieces, there's I could go on and on. There's probably 30 things that I've learned and been impressed by with this festival.
Wow, well done, Kelvin.
Oh, thank you. But he's just being very kind, I think.
No, I'm serious. I'm serious. I want to ask Warren to write me a theme song. So he's so good.
Well, we do have a lot of wonderful composers in
You
Hong
do.
Kong that you can consider.
Yeah, you do.
Talk about composers and music pieces. I've been wanting to really ask you this, Scott, because I know that what you do in Canada, it's not just, you know, singing North American music. You actually incorporate a lot of Southern African music
Yeah.
in the choirs that you conduct. Why this kind of cultural blend?
Well, it's in Canada for quite a while. We are a cultural blend as a people. Like we have a high immigration to Canada, and people from many different backgrounds. And in fact, that's how the beginning of this connection to African music happened. It was through a choir from a little ensemble from Zimbabwe that immigrated to Canada into my community.
Right.
And this is in the early part of my career, so probably. Well, a long time ago. So that was the first exposure to it, and then it's become like my favorite place to visit. I had a sabbatical in the country of Namibia for a while, and also my choirs have an African Projects Fund. So we do exchanges with membership. We help publish music for African composers and choirs, and we've raised about $250,000 to support projects in Africa since 2004.
Wow.
So yeah, 21 years.
I feel like African music has such a very distinctive sound,
Yeah.
whether it's the drums, whether it's the rhythm. How would you describe it?
Well, that's it, exactly. The stories, the
Yeah.
text, like a lot of the languages in the traditional songs from the southern part of Africa are beautiful vowels to sing. And so I just like them even from that basic standpoint of vocal training and working on vocal tone and connecting to the body. We're also really, it's transformed my choir in regards to subdividing beat and pattern, so like rhythm, and then of course connecting us because there's an element of movement often to it as well. So all of those things I've noticed it's been transformational for my groups. And my friends in Africa love to sing music from other parts of the world too. So there's actually so many Canadian pieces in those parts of Africa now on recordings that come out because of that exchange that we've had. So it's been lovely, yeah.
It would be really interesting to bring some Warren pieces, a bit of Hong Kong,
Yeah.
to those places
be
that you
open
can
to
do,
it.
right?
Yeah,
That
they're
would be
very
amazing.
open. Yeah.
Awesome.
But in fact, Scott has brought to us some African songs, especially during our teacher's workshop.
Nice.
It was such a wonderful workshop, so engaging. Everybody, was engaged. We sang together, we moved together. And it was in such a short piece of time that we managed to do so much.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, that's what's amazing again about that music is that it's immediately engaging, and you have to move, you have to get up and do things, and it doesn't have to be perfect. It is about community coming together, and really you don't have to have the most perfect voice or the most beautiful technique. it's way more about bringing people together and the joyful nature of so much of that music. So yeah.
Yeah. Well, talking about bringing music to different choirs or communities, you had a chance to work with one of the primary school choirs very closely over the past 3 weeks, and they are the St. Paul's Coeducational College Primary School. And you know what? After the concert, the finale concert of the Artist in Residence program, the kids recorded a video with him and said, "Scott, you are so 優秀."
優秀
Meaning so awesome.
That was really sweet. That was an incredible opportunity. Kylie is an amazing director, and those kids were really special. And one of our goals was to really get them to engage physically and animate and so on. And I really felt like they worked so hard at that. It was a very touching time for me. I was very sad to say goodbye to them yesterday, but we'll stay in touch.
Aww.
Yeah, it's really almost like he became a part of that school choir.
Wow.
Yeah.
Very short amount of time.
Yeah.
It was a very special connection.
You must be an honorary member of the choir already. But was it challenging to work with them under, a very tight time frame and to get some work done because you needed to get them ready for a performance? What was that process like?
It turned out, yes, it was a little bit challenging because was the very first thing I did when I arrived here 3 weeks ago was to go to the school and have an opportunity to work with them. And then it was another week in between, and the next week we had 2 hours, and another week in between, and 2 hours, and then the concert. And so with younger kids, they thrive a little bit more with a little bit more consistency from week to week, but we had more space in between. But it was okay because the director, we worked together to talk a lot in between the few rehearsals, and we're able to accomplish some of the things between those times. So it was great. You know what? They were so open. She was so open. It just turned out really well, I think, in the end. I was very happy.
Oh, so, wonderful.
Yeah.
And why do you think this kind of program is important for a school choir like this and their conductors?
Well, it's an opportunity to work with people from all around the world that bring another perspective to your community. I mean, if I ever get this opportunity with my choir, I always say yes, because you just learn so much about different points of view and different ways of doing things. And I also learned as well. So there'll be things that I will take back that I learned from Kylie and from that choir as well. So it's that kind of global exchange, I think, is extremely important.
Yeah, I think it's the spirit of collaboration. It's something that we place a lot of emphasis in HKICF.
I love the surprise element as well, because you just never know who this person is going to bring to the session. It could be the guest, it could be some of the students, it could be the teachers, it could be anybody, or it could be somebody in the audience.
Yes.
What's your biggest surprise during your time in Hong Kong?
Oh my goodness. I didn't know all that much about Hong Kong. I've never visited here before. It was my very first time here. And I've been incredibly surprised by the hospitality of the people, by the caring nature, by how everybody takes care of each other. There's just a really wonderful vibe, I would say, that I felt. I felt very happy here, very easy to get around. The festival has been uplifting every day, so overall, I don't know if that's a surprise, but for me, it's lifted me up so much, which is
hopefully that's a very pleasant surprise,
Yes.
right?
Yeah, exactly.
Wonderful. It's so nice to have you, Scott, really.
Thank
I
you.
appreciate all the positive energy that you brought with you. Whenever I see Scott on stage working with a choir, I would think to myself, wow, you see how much joy he can bring to the choir in such a short period of time. So thank you so much.
And then Kelvin's like, can I translate that for you? sometimes my English exercises didn't work so well. So he helped me out. Or tried to.
Anything for the children, right?
Yes.
That's it.
And before we end the program, Scott, would you recommend a performance for us?
Sure. In Canada right now, we have some incredible Indigenous composers. One of the pieces that we sang the other night was by our composer Cheryl Siwi Pagaham. And there's some beautiful polyphonic music being written by a composer called Andrew Balfour as well. So a piece called Oma Bindig, if you look up my choir, the Korora Choir Organization, you'll see this beautiful piece where we stand around the audience and we turn into the different directions of the compass of the globe and sing this beautiful piece. And I think it's one of the most gorgeous pieces been written in the last few years. So we have a nice video on our site with that. So Oma Bindig is the name.
Nice. Let's have a look. Thank you so much, Scott.
Thank you.